As many of you may already know, Dress to Impress is coming out with an update tomorrow. There is so much you need to know and do before the update, and I'm going to share all the leaks that we have so far. However, at the end of this video, I'm also going to talk about all the problems and drama that this update is causing. I've seen so much drama fuming from this update before it has even came out. So this is definitely a very interesting update, and I am so curious to see your guys' opinion on the whole situation going on. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Alright, so the update happening tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 11 a.m. Eastern Time is called the World Culture Day. So this is actually an update supposed to be very inclusive for cultures and stuff like that. And the description of the event basically says, "Come celebrate World Day of Culture Diversity with us. This is just the beginning of our steps towards diverse inclusions, where we are highlighting multiple cultures across the globe. Learn and experience the beauty of other cultures with us." And this is the logo right here. It is so pretty, guys. It is basically places from all over the world, and it is so cute. It has confetti, and the back of the logo itself is a map of the world, which is so cool, guys. It is definitely really pretty, and I love the colors of it. I don't think Dress to Impress has done anything like this before, so I am so happy that they are coming out with this. Dress to Impress actually also leaked what cultures they will be representing in this update. So they are basically doing Philippines, Mexico, Scotland, Brazil, Thailand, Nigeria, Spain, India, and Japan. However, I actually read this the second that Dress to Impress posted this in their YouTube, and however, the comments are so different now. When I first opened this up, there was so many comments saying, why didn't you include this, and why didn't you include this country, and a lot of comments like that. Obviously, it is not really too diverse to only include 9 countries. However, this is said to only be the first of many cultural updates, I guess, so that does leave some room for creativity, and they will probably include a lot more cultures in the future. However, when I first saw this post, a lot of people were kind of offended and very upset that their culture was not included, and they included very limited cultures in this culture diversity update. And looking back at it now, it is so crazy because these comments all got deleted for some random reason, but we're gonna talk more about this all later in the end of the video. But as of now, I'm gonna show you guys everything that is guaranteed to come tomorrow with this cultural update. So this is the first leak that we got, and the first one is supposed to be a Brazil outfit. The second one is supposed to be an India outfit. Third one is a Thai outfit, and the last one is a Philippines outfit. A lot of the comments I saw before they got deleted on the Dress to Impress post was how they only really included a lot of Asian and Latin countries, and they kind of forgot about a lot of European countries along with other non-Latin or Asian countries. However, like I said, we're going to talk about that more at the end of the video. I think these outfits are extremely gorgeous, and also keep in mind that we also have a Chinese New Year set, and that one was only claimable through a code, but they're going to make that available again for everybody for a limited amount of time, so make sure you redeem that as well so you can get even another culture in with this culture diversity update. I love the amazing details of these outfits, and I cannot wait to see how good they look in the game. These are so gorgeous, guys, and I am also very excited to learn about new cultures. I don't really know a lot about every culture out there in the world, so this is definitely a great stepping stone to getting to know other cultures that you might not know of already. They also leaked the Mexico one, and if you guys did not know, I was actually born and raised in a small town in Mexico. I know a lot of people do not know this, but my hometown is actually called Chihuahua, like the little dog, but that is where my culture is from, and my family is mainly Mexican and part Japanese. So this is very exciting, guys, to hear that my culture will be a part of this update, guys. I am so happy. And this is what the female outfit of the Mexican culture looks like. I personally have never worn this before, but I know that this is a big dancing outfit, and people use this to celebrate a lot of big events and stuff like that. However, obviously I moved from Mexico to the United States when I was not fully grown up, so I never got a chance to experience the dancing and all the events like that, but I would definitely love to go back to my hometown and do something like this. This is the guy outfit, and this is based on a mariachi, and they are basically Mexican band members who play very instrumental music. I don't know if that's a word, but they are basically in a lot of restaurants and events. You have the mariachis, they dress like this, and they basically play either guitar or violin or any sort of instrument except for drums or something like that. But this is so so good, guys. The detail is so spot on, and I cannot wait to see how this also looks like in person. I can see this having a lot of toggles, and I just hope that they make this available for female and males, because this outfit is actually worn by a lot of females in the culture as well, because a mariachi is not just oriented towards males. It is a position that both females and males can have, and they wear the exact same outfit. So I am just praying that you can put this outfit on as a female as well. And another thing that they leaked for us is actually some hairs coming to Just to Impress. So obviously with a lot of these updates, there are some hairs that get leaked, and you know, the more hairs we have, the better. So this is one of them. It's like a short little hair that is kind of slicked up and back. It is really, really cute. We also have this one. It is kind of a bad quality photo, but I'm sure they do it like that for a reason, so you're not able to know exactly what this looks like until the update comes out. But this one is so pretty. I cannot wait to use this one as well. We also have this sideways one, which is very pretty, and we have this one which kind of looks like a bun crown type of thing. Again, the quality is not the best, but that still gives us a really good idea of what hairs to expect coming with the update. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more, along with maybe some custom makeup or makeup looks that you can wear with these hairs and for the different cultures as well. So that is so exciting, guys. And this is what the logo looks like on it. I feel like this is going to be a very colorful and fun update. At least I hope it will be, and I cannot wait to play this, guys. And something that everybody should be doing before the update comes out is getting your cash up, guys. So I actually found the best way to do this. That is by joining a private server. If you guys are not able to afford a private server, because it is 100 Robux, I will be sharing the link to mine down below, and anyone can be able to join my Dandam World server. So once you join a private server, whether it's yours, mine, or whoever's, you're gonna do a free play mode, or you could do a regular mode too, but free play mode does offer a lot more cash. And once you go on here, you are basically, if you have walk faster, turn your speed all the way up, and then a lot of people go into the Julia pose or any other pose. Honestly, you don't even have to pose to do this, but the Julia pose allows you to get more cash easier, and you're basically just gonna walk around the map and collect all the cash that is there. And actually, even if you're by yourself, the cash does respawn, which is really nice. And this is the best way to farm cash in Dress to Impress, especially if there is only one day left until the update. Obviously, playing rounds of Dress to Impress and collecting cash is so easy, but if you are on a time crunch like I am and you just want a lot of cash before the update comes out, this is the best way to do it. Oh my gosh, hello, someone joined. Oh, bye. Anyways, so I definitely recommend doing this, because we are not sure if a lot of these items are going to be currency items or not. I feel like they shouldn't be, because it is all about diversity, and I don't know, I feel like why would you pay for stuff like that? But you never know, so might as well do that. It never hurts to have more cash than you already do. As you can see, I am kind of broke in Dress to Impress. I bought a lot of stuff, so I definitely need to get my cash up. So that is basically all the leaks and stuff we have as of now. The update is coming tomorrow, so it is almost here, guys, and make sure you are aware of what is coming. And I cannot wait to see everybody put on outfits from different cultures and just have Dress to Impress be a lot more diverse. However, I do want to talk about some drama that is stemming from this update, and I never really thought much of it until one, Dress to Impress released the cultures that they're going to be doing, and two, I saw this video on my YouTube page. And I'll get to this video in a second, but let's start off with the fact that they are only highlighting 9 cultures here. So at the end of the day, if it's a culture diversity update, I feel like they can't limit the amount of cultures there is. Obviously, there is an infinite amount of cultures out there, guys, and it would be basically impossible to fit all of them into a single update, of course, or even just overall in the game. I feel like no matter how many updates of culture diversity they come out with, they won't be able to target every single culture out there, because that is just impossible and unrealistic. However, a lot of this drama kind of stemmed not only from the cultures they did pick, but also from the comments in their post. So like I mentioned earlier, in Dress to Impress's YouTube page, they did release this photo, which is basically highlighting all the cultures that would be represented in the culture diversity update. And when I first saw this thread, there was a lot of comments just asking about, like, what about my culture? What about this? What about that? I'm sad my culture is not included. Nothing too aggressive, but Dress to Impress actually decided to delete a lot of these comments, and that is when stuff gets a little little fishy. I feel like obviously at the end of the day, Dress to Impress is trying to be diverse and they obviously can't include every single culture out there. However, the fact that they're deleting comments instead of kind of just being straightforward to their community and saying, we appreciate every single culture out there, however, there will be more updates or something like that, you know, just something to give the audience a little more peace of mind on why their culture maybe isn't on there instead of just simply deleting comments. I feel like that is way too weird, guys, in my personal opinion. Just the fact that they deleted all the other comments and kind of just kept the ones that say thank you for including this, thank you for including that, blah blah blah. I don't know, guys. I feel like at the end of the day, if Dress to Impress actually felt bad for not including certain cultures, they would simply let us know. I mean, it is totally understandable that they're not going to include every single culture on here. Like I said, it's impossible. But just the fact that they'd rather delete comments than explain themselves is kind of weird. At least it is in my opinion. Comment down below if you guys agree and what you think about this whole situation. But I definitely think that Dress to Impress could have handled this way better. At the end of the day, if they're releasing a World Day of Cultural Diversity update, then why are they being so weird and deleting comments of other cultures? Make sure to like and subscribe and have an amazing rest of your day.